Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a car vlog because I have not been able to vlog any last week. I didn't get to vlog yesterday because I got home too late. Sunday I got home really late and it was just a lot going on, so I didn't get to vlog then. So I decided to vlog on my way to work this morning. And I'm literally just going to talk about a few things that has always been a problem to me. But it really has affected me recently, and it just breaks my heart to know that moms like myself go through these kinds of things. At church on Sunday, there was an afternoon program that we went to, and we go every year, except for last year we didn't get to go because I had just had Zoe, but we go pretty much every year, and we sit where we sit pretty much every year. Bless you, baby. And this year was different because I had Zoe. Devin had to stay at his dad's house because he had things to do for his business and everything like that, so he wasn't able to go with us. So it's just Zoe and I, and while it was just Zoe and I, people I don't realize how cruel people are until it affects my child, in a sense, and that's where I have a problem. So Zoe was super cranky. We go to church we go to church on Sundays at 8 a.m. and we're usually out of church by 10. We're usually home by 10:30. So we had gone to our morning service yesterday like normal, or Sunday like normal, and then we had that afternoon program. So we go to the afternoon program, and we're there for probably about 3 hours at this point, because we got there a little bit early. That way we knew we would have a seat. And so we got there a little early, probably about an hour before the service started. And I just kind of let Zoe chill, play around, and she was super tired. So you have a super tired baby, they're gonna be cranky, and I realized that. So I was trying to put Zoe to sleep, but because there was so much going on, she just wasn't having it. She didn't want to go to sleep, and that's okay too. That's fine. The people behind me were extremely nice. She was playing with them. She wanted to sit with them. They let her sit with them. They were really, 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 really nice. There was an older lady on the side of me. She was playing with Zoe. She held Zoe, really trying to help me out, seeing that I was by myself with a baby. And so where we were sitting, Zoe and I were sitting on the end of a pew. Just in case I needed to get out, anything like that. And there was a rope up on the pew so people couldn't walk into the pew. And Zoe's a kid. She's small. She's into things. She wants to see what things do. So she was pulling on the rope. And as she was pulling on the rope was hitting people in front of us that were on the end of a pew. So there was a lady in front of me and then a lady in front of her. So the rope was hitting her or them. And once I noticed it, I tried to stop Zoe from doing it. But they turned around and they gave me the rudest and meanest looks. I'm pretty sure they were saying in their head, "Can you control your child?" They were rolling their eyes. It was just so rude and so cruel. I don't know if they have kids or not, because they were older, so I'm not sure if they had kids or anything like that, for that matter. but that doesn't give them the right to judge somebody on how their kid is behaving at the moment. She wasn't being bad. She wasn't screaming. She wasn't running around. Like, she was contained, but I just did not like the looks that I was getting. I felt like I was being judged as a parent. I felt like they were trying to be ugly because they were rolling their eyes and they act like they have never been around children before. And just the mom in this community of momming is hard. Being a mom is hard. Being a parent is hard. It's probably one of the hardest things that I've ever done. And the fact that somebody can just look at me crazy because my baby is playing with a rope in church, of all places. We are in church. In church. And you have the audacity to look at me like that, like I'm doing something wrong with my child. You okay? Like I'm doing something wrong. And it just really rubbed me the wrong way. So I called Devin and I was like, I know you're working on some things, but I would really appreciate it if you came and got Zoe, because she's just not happy in her environment right now. She wants to get down. She wants to play, and I cannot let her do that right now. And he was like, of course, I'll be there in 10. He came and got her, and the problem was fixed. But I can't wrap my head around the looks that I received that day. Like, it just hurt me, because even before I was a parent, if there was a mom who needed help with her child, I tried to help the best I could. Whether that be, can you hold her diaper bag? Or can you hold his pacifier? Do you think you can make me a bottle? Whatever the case is, I tried to help because I didn't realize how hard it was to be a parent, but I knew that in that moment they probably needed the help. So I didn't frown up at them. I didn't look at them like they were stupid. I tried to help them in that moment, and that's all I wanted in return. And I guess I can't expect that from some people, but what I can expect is for some people to have humility and to have understanding, especially in the church. And if you don't have that in the church, then what is the problem? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand how you can call yourself a Christian like that and look at this young mom who is her daughter is having not a meltdown, but she was like trying to have fun. She was trying to keep herself entertained. And I just don't understand how you could just look at somebody like that and judge somebody like that when they're trying. And I apologized. I said, I'm so sorry. I apologized. And they looked at me and they rolled their eyes and they had this funkiest look on their face. Like, I can't even describe it. But in church of all places, you had the audacity to look at me like that. You know who you are. Hopefully you'll see this video. If not, I'm glad that I was able to release this, because I didn't realize how much it bothered me until I was talking to my best friend Shannon yesterday, and I was in tears talking to her about it, because I just don't understand, like, people treating, or not necessarily treating me any kind of way, but looking at me that way because I have a young child who can't sit down right now because she's literally 1 and just turned 1. Like, I don't know. It was just a lot, and I didn't appreciate it. So any moms out there that have gone through something similar, I apologize on that person's behalf, because I know how it feels now. I can't begin to understand what they were thinking and how they were thinking and why they were thinking that. But I just want other moms to know that it is okay for your child to do whatever they need to do in that moment to cope. Like, for instance, her playing with the string, or had she needed to lay down in my lap to cope, that would have been her that would have been fine too. If she needed to play on her phone to cope, or like her little toy phone to cope, that would have been fine for her to cope too. Whatever works for you as a parent and your child as a parent, put your child first. I was able to see that Zoe did not want to be in this environment, and that this environment was not doing good for her because she was so sleepy, that I made the right choice by definitely calling my husband to come and pick her up. But I know we're not always in that option, and we don't always have that option to do so. So just hang in there, mamas. If you're out in public, if you're at church, if you're at the grocery store, if you're at I don't know, a concert, if you're at a play, wherever you are, just hang in there, mamas. You got it, okay? Don't let anybody look at you and make you feel some type of way like they made me feel. We have got to stick together, mamas, and that's really all I have to say for today. I'll come back and do another video pretty soon. I just wanted to get that rant out because I know that it was eating me up and it was bothering me, and I don't like when things bother me like that. So I just had to get it out. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you have had a similar experience with your baby, your niece, your nephew, your nanny kid, or whatever it is, please leave your comment down below so I can see it and ask what you did in that moment and how you handled it, because in all honesty, I wanted to slap them. Like, I really did. It took everything in me not to say something to them. And what, baby? Hi, honey. It took everything in me not to say something, because I just couldn't understand. You are such a faker. I just couldn't understand how they could do that to a person, especially in church, and you call yourself a Christian. I don't know. But thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.